we get Richie, and then after Richie leaves the band, for I don't never really sure what reason, he just left the band.
See, what the Ramones was, I was Richie Ramone when you wanted me to be, but then I was just the hired guy when you wanted me to be. And you gotta remember, there was a lot of money in T-shirts made. When it came to T-shirt money, I wasn't a Ramone. And this is after 5 years, you know? I felt I was due. I wasn't asking for the world. I felt I should get a little of that T-shirt money. What's the big deal? I mean, Joey especially, I love him. I loved him to death. But he would tell me one thing as we hung out at night, and then it didn't happen, you know? I said, that's it. I'm finished. I had a gig or two that I bailed on, and nothing was going to change my mind.
Something happened. They asked me on a Monday. They had a gig on a Friday. I did several shows with the band at that point, and it was the hardest work I ever did, really, in a band. I was going to be Elvis Ramone.
He couldn't keep up. It was a disaster. Clem Burke, you know, I said, gotta get rid of him. Joey was okay with this. He was going, yeah, you're right. You gotta do what you have to do. Get rid of him. Tell him and go rehearse with Mark. I heard that Mark was straight and sober.
So, you know, came back, I was sober, and things were fine, except the tension between Johnny and Joey was still there. And I thought, Jesus Christ, how long are you going to hold on to this shit? You know what I mean?
Welcome, Joey.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Welcome, welcome. First time in a long time, actually, here at the station.
Yeah, actually, I remember the last time I was here.
When was that? I don't think I was even working here when you came by.
I think it was for the Mondo Bizarro record when that.
Okay.
Probably
91, 92, right around that.
I think it was about 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago?
Or a little less, maybe.
I was doing overnights at that point, so I missed that.
Yeah, it was in the evening that I was here. It was about 6, 7 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
We were playing at the Fast Lane in like 77, 78.
Way back.
Way back. And then, and Springsteen came along with, I think, Little Steven or something.
Right, at the time Van Zandt was playing in the band.
Yeah, he came to see us, and so, you know, like we were on stage, and, you know, word got around, circulate, oh, you know, Springsteen's here, you know. So, like, you know, so that was kind of cool, though,
yeah.
You know? And, like, and after the show, he came backstage, and at that time was when he gave Patti Smith Because of the Night and all that.
Right.
So I said to him, I said, you know, would you write us a song, you know? And so he went home, and he was inspired by the show and the band and all that, and he wrote Hungry Heart, and he wrote it for us, and then he played it when it was complete. He played it for his manager, Landau guy,
right?
And Landau, in keeping his commission intact,
right,
said, keep it for yourself, and that was his first top 10 hit.
Yeah, ironically, that was the breakthrough song for his career.
That was the breakthrough. Well, actually, I don't think we could. Hungry Heart wasn't quite.
It was a breakthrough on the national big picture of things, if you want to get real technical about it. But
yeah,
I mean, he had a big.
It wasn't as good as like Born to Run.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Nebraska's still my favorite project by the man, which is.
You know, but I mean,
here.
but you know, I feel he owes us something. That he wrote the song, he was inspired by us, and then he takes the money and runs.
You know, the funny thing is that he is back in Jersey. He's been living around here. He's been making some appearances. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if by some chance this gets back to him. And, you know, Bruce, if you can handle it, why don't you get up on stage with the Ramones and play with them if you can keep up? How about that?
That's right.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
right?
let's see if he can keep up on the guitar.
But if he can't keep up, he'd just mess up the song.
Well, that's
and
true.
We don't need that.
No.
We don't need some Jersey boy screwing up our song.
or for that matter, one Jersey boy screwing up an interview. But so far,
actually, you know, I like Bruce Springsteen. You know, I got a lot of, you know,
respect for him.
I got some admiration for the guy.
That's cool.
I don't know if I respect him, but he's a talented guy.
There we go. And this is the theme from Spider-Man. Ramones, have fun tonight. Take care.
We're ready now. Hi, everybody. I'm Marky Ramone, and we're in Maya's Custom Collision Shop. That's Maya right there. That's his shop. And when I'm not touring or playing, recording, my hobby is fooling around with old cars. People in the scene in New York never witnessed or observed anything like the Ramones in their lives. There was no guitar leads, there were no drum fills, it was a straight ahead 4/4 music, and that's what they were known for. Eighth note, downstroke playing, which is very hard to do for an hour and 20 minutes on stage. But you get some guy who's from Juilliard, and Juilliard music is a very technical school where a lot of these great musicians come from, and they would put the Ramones down because that's all they were doing was downstrokes. But you get that Juilliard graduate to do that, and he'll get tired in 5 minutes and go, what the fuck are they doing? How do they do this? And that's the hard thing, to keep those downstrokes going, which creates a wall of sound. And like I said this in other interviews, it's easy to do this, but it's harder to do this. See, this area here is where I just play alone, and I jam with Maya. We kid around and play songs that we like playing to. But this is basically where I warm up before I do a tour or studio stuff. A lot of people think that Ramones music is very easy, which it isn't. It takes a lot of stamina. I mean, I can do, well, I'll show you what I can do. I can do what a lot of these heavy metal drummers do that try to look impressive and stuff. They go. I can do that too, but they can't do this. So, I mean,
What is it that they can't do? What part exactly?
Well, what I was just doing there, this. But it's something acquired. The more you do it, the easier it is, Then, you got, you can do your syncopation stuff like stuff like that. But playing the Ramones music is not easy. So that's just a little thing that we do. Johnny Ramone's downstrokes. That's like this, what I'm doing on the hi-hat. He was doing the strings, and that's hard. But that's the Ramones formula, stuff like that. But that's a little taste,